My name is John Burgess. I teach ILO 222, International Law of the Sea. The law of the sea is the fundamental governing framework for 70% of the Earth's surfaces. It defines the legal rules that apply to the world's oceans, which are today a critical source of resources, including protein and fish, the key avenue for the conduct of international and global commerce, an essential element in the management of our planet's climate, and for better or for worse, an arena for geopolitical competition. The law of the sea is ancient, but it is also very current. It is governed by the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea, perhaps the most comprehensive treaty ever written. An effort to establish a constitution for that key and dominant set of the planet's regions. But in recent years, as a leading philosopher once said, times have changed. That system has come under pressure from a variety of sources. Many of the world's oceans are the scenes of intense competition and rivalry, ranging from the South China Sea to the Straits of Hormuz to the Arctic Ocean. They are faced with the pressure of piracy and illegal fishing and the challenges of regulating areas which are otherwise beyond sovereign control. The environmental pressures on today's oceans are significant, ranging from their unhappy status as a depository for much of the world's plastics to the pressures the oceans are under in terms of their essential role as a thermostat for the global climate. And in each case, the law of the sea plays a key role in whether the oceans will effectively conserve the resources that are available to them, whether they will be rid of pollution which degrades their value, and whether there will be the arenas not only of competition, but of conflict. And we'll look at those questions through a number of lenses. We'll look in detail at the South China Sea so that we can understand how the application of the rules of the law of the sea, the creation of economic zones, the high seas, territorial seas, play in to the challenges and competition among nations in the region. And look at what cooperative mechanisms or dispute resolution mechanisms might help to resolve that set of issues. We'll look at the Arctic Sea, which is a change not just in climate, but also with respect to the conduct of the nations bordering the Arctic, to see how a more cooperative model can potentially be created for the protection of oceanic spaces and how that model can hold up as there is increased use and exploitation of the waters and resources embodied in the Arctic Ocean and similar bodies of water like the Antarctic. We'll look at those issues of maritime security, all related, illegal fishing, slavery, which still exists on the high seas, and piracy, which still survives and in some areas flourishes. And consider the issues of how to address them in areas where no single sovereign state has unique power. We'll look at these through the prism of law and analyze the challenges of creating a constitution for the seas and interpreting a major treaty. We'll look at the dispute resolution mechanisms and cooperative mechanisms that can help to address the kind of issues I just described to you. And we'll come to an understanding both of the potential and the limitations of international law to address these sets of issues. So I hope that you'll consider joining us on this voyage, which is a unique combination of the interaction of law and geography and environmental considerations and geopolitical rivalries in a single but very important venue, the world's oceans. Thank you.